She fled her country after being targeted for her sexual orientation. Today, she went before a judge to hear her asylum case.
Channel 5's Christian Colon following this story. He joins us with an update.
Yeah, we first told you about this last week. A woman from El Salvador and her female partner fled their native land after they got death threats because of their sexual orientation. After crossing illegally, her partner was able to stay in the States and wait for her court case. However, the woman we spoke to was forced to go to Matamoros and fell under the Migrant Protection Protocol program, also known as Remain in Mexico. We called her Andy and hid her identity for her safety. Today, she went before a hearing in Brownsville to present her case. However, Andy was forced to go back to Mexico and was given another court date for the end of October. She is one of the hundreds of immigrants waiting in Matamoros for their court date, as she showed us as many people sleeping under tents near the Matamoros Bridge because of the lack of shelters. This is an issue Valley legal representatives have worried about. Dani Marrero is a coordinator for the Texas Civil Rights Project who has been assisting people like Andy.
It is severely violating the legal and human rights of asylum seekers, and it is our responsibility as a country to make sure that all of these asylum seekers, that they get their due process, because that's exactly what MPP or Remain in Mexico does. It makes it almost impossible for asylum seekers to have a fair shot at having their asylum claims heard. When they show up to this makeshift secretive tent courts, that is not due process.
This comes after an event today where Marrero joined Democratic presidential candidate Julian Castro on a tour of the refugee camp in Matamoros. Castro called for an end to the program and to allow migrants to wait their asylum cases in the United States. In the studio, Christian Colon, Channel 5 News at 6.
Some changes with the MPP program at a Valley port of entry. Customs and Border Protection confirmed they are moving personnel and barriers from the Progreso Bridge. The feds sent us this statement. It reads in part, migration protection protocols, efforts by the Mexican government, infrastructure improvements, and volumes of migrants seeking asylum are all factors in the current flow picture. CBP continues to monitor the situation and makes adjustments as appropriate. Under MPP, migrants seeking asylum in the U.S. are sent back to Mexico to await their court proceedings. Court facilities are set up near a port of entry in Brownsville.